Kenzie Lalonde alongside Pierre, LeBrun and Chris Johnston. So first day in the books here for Team Canada. Got a chance to look at lines here. We saw Sidney Crosby out on the ice. So CJ, let's kind of start there with the latest on Sidney Crosby. He's missed his last 2 games with the Pittsburgh Penguins, but he was out today practicing with the team. So what's the latest on his status here?
Good to go. The
Good
words
to
that
go.
any Canadian out there wants to hear. That's what Sidney Crosby told reporters. And look, there's still a process that goes on. I mean, we did get him off to the side, Pierre and I, afterwards, and he mentioned that, ultimately the doctors will decide whether or not he's playing Wednesday night in the opener against Sweden. But if you listen to him talk, it was pretty clear that he expects to be in that game. And I think if you watch him in the practice, I mean, certainly no idea that he's limited in any way. If you didn't know he'd miss those Penguins games just on the weekend, you probably wouldn't have thought any differently about what you saw from number 87. And so, well, Team Canada officials said, yeah, we would have been surprised if he didn't play in this. There was some uncertainty there. I will say as well that Crosby mentioned there was a real process here in order to get him cleared and get him to be part of this. But, after 9 long years to do this, there's no way he was missing.
And fans were all smiles. And I think also, Pierre, to see line combinations, which is really the chatter of everyone right now. So we look at the top 6. You've got Reinhart playing alongside McDavid and Marner. And then you've got the 2 Nova Scotians, of course, McKinnon alongside Crosby and Mark Stone rounding them out. Are you surprised with the top 6 and how that shaked out?
I'm not really surprised. I mean, Nate McKinnon claimed that he didn't know what the lines would be like until he got here today. I don't buy that for a moment because he also acknowledges that John Cooper picked his brain. John Cooper, throughout the season, whenever the Lightning were playing in a certain NHL city, if there was a Team Canada player on the other team, he carved out some time. He met with Connor McDavid in Edmonton. He met with Sidney Crosby. He met with McKinnon. He met with a lot of players because he wanted to know what they thought about potential line combinations. And it affected, as John Cooper confirmed today, it affected his final a lineup in terms of who's playing with who. A couple of interesting notes to me. Obviously, McKinnon and Crosby, they were going to play together in a line in China had the NHL not pulled out of the Olympics a couple of years ago. In fact, Brad Marchand would have been the other Nova Scotian on that line. Marchand's game has dipped a bit. I think he's slotted in a better spot here in the bottom 6. Mark Stone being on the line with Crosby and McKinnon is really interesting to me because we know that Mark Stone's one of the smartest defensive players in the NHL. He's playing the Patrice Bergeron role with Sidney Crosby here. That's what's going on. And it makes sense because you got a couple of high-flying offensive superstars, some of the greatest players ever. Mark Stone will do his job on that line.
And how about Sam Reinhart on that power play?
Yeah.
I mean, he's in a great spot as the bumper position, which he plays in Florida. Scored 50-odd goals himself last season, but everywhere he looks, he's got a great option. You got McCarr back there. You got Crosby at the net front. McDavid on the wing. I mean, this is an impressive power play one for Team Canada. It's Bruce Cassidy is the assistant coach under, controlling this. And so if it doesn't work, we'll send all complaints his way. But obviously with the array of talent Canada has, pretty dynamic first power play unit.
And for fans, too, for the United States side of things, I think fans were interested to see if we see the Tkachuk brothers on a line.
Yeah, they were not on the same line, which honestly surprised me. Brady and Matthews skating on different lines. Also, Team USA captain Austin Matthews found out who his line mates were. I think he knew before today, but he was playing with Jake Gensel.
And Jack Hughes.
Jack Hughes playing the wing. The other interesting thing to me, this is the deepest U.S. team in the history of hockey. This is not hyperbole. Dylan Larkin skating on the 4th line. Wow. Yeah, that's how deep Team USA is.
And while for Canada's goaltending, we still await to find out who will be the starter on Wednesday. John Cooper saying today he'll inform the goaltender tonight, but he doesn't expect there to be a rotation just because of how short the tournament is. Whoever's hot, they will go with moving forward. Gentlemen, thank you for the time.